Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Echoes of Legacy. We are on episode 9. I hope you're having a lovely evening. We're going to pick up where our heroes left off after they had escaped the battle on the Whispering Mountains and made their way to the Deadlands, and had some strange dreams, some strange visions, some meetings with deities, all sorts of things, and began to devise their plan that they were going to do it their way. They're not going to listen to anybody anymore. Nobody's going to be able to tell them what to do because they're going to figure it out on their own. And they had a couple of options, a couple of things, and they were told about the temple of the three Jinn, of the four Jinn. There's four. Four Jinn, which was a casino where they could garner information, abilities, all sorts of things. But the currency there is a bit strange, a bit different, opposed to money and monetary value being traded back and forth. It's more so personal value to the individual, which is what is the currency there. So we're going to pick up, I believe you guys were still in your room at the inn at the Rusty Cactus. Atlas was going to secure transport for you all so you could leave in the morning. So let's pick up right there. So you are all in the room at the Rusty Cactus. Atlas has left to go procure transportation across the desert. What would you all like to do?
Is everyone got back at full health, or is it like?
Yeah, let's say this is the next day. Yeah, everyone's back. Everyone is back, full strength, full mind, full HP, full mind points.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure. Our physical wounds are good, not so much our
emotional wounds. That's
emotional wounds, exactly.
It's a different story.
Yes. So who wakes up first? I was like, go get my dice because I forgot to do that.
No.
Unplug your headphones.
Can't forget the dice.
Okay.
Oh, it's a really long headphone
It's a really long cord.
That is.
I thought you were going to
Whoa.
see the whole monitor get yanked off.
Just fall over.
Or just gets yanked backwards.
Yeah.
Anybody want to do anything particular in the morning?
I'm just gonna summon my grimoire, but that's just because I like having it out.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
Do our god forms tell us what they can do, or is it just says
So,
god form?
on your phone, essentially there is a button, that says God form on it. It doesn't tell you what it does. Basically, it like has the activation switch on it, like some of your other abilities, but it's just kind of there listed under your set of abilities.
It's just there taunting us, telling us nothing.
a huge red button.
Yeah, it's a
old
big red button.
Big old red button.
Big red button.
Is anyone curious about this? I mean,
I can't really imagine it's worth it.
what makes you say that?
God mode? There's no gods left.
I mean, they're technically gods all over the place. They just can't connect with the universe. It's
I guess.
evading me. But I'm as curious as I am, as curious as a soul as I am. I think I'm not ready to touch it quite yet, but at the same time, it might be better to touch it early and see what it does than lights up. Just crazy lights lighting up.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good plan.
Better safe than sorry in the moment. I don't know, but again, I guess it's all up to us. No one's telling us when to do it or how to do it. Just press a button and something happens. Love a mystery.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone wants to do it, I'd be very interested to see how that would go down. My concern is is there an undo button on it, or is that like, is it like dark mode on your phone where you can like just change it back and forth like whenever you want, or is it like, I know.
I haven't really experimented with my phone, so I wasn't sure if touching it or tampering it with it would break it, and then I wouldn't exist. You know, it's because this is connected to a lot of the things I can do. Right?
That's a
I
good
thought it was more of
question.
like a manual compared to like being the source of our power, but I don't know.
I mean, if anybody presses it, we should really do it outside.
I don't want to have an explosion of a
Yeah.
transformation like
Maybe-
those TV shows.
Maybe on the road
Oh,
would be a good idea.
Oh, like when we're out in the middle of
town.
nowhere,
yeah, like
you
a
can
pit
pull
stop,
over.
Yeah, like a pit stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
If
And then we
we,
can like draw straws for it or something.
or we could all do it at once.
Oh,
Then
I don't
nobody
see
has to be
anything
that
wrong with
odd one out.
plan. Yeah. Yeah.
I just keep looking over at Betty, and it's just like
You guys have no idea how much I want to press this button. Oh my god. It's the tank. It's the tank with my doppelganger. I have to smash it. Oh my god. But I think you're right. I think it's a good idea not to do it. Maybe like in the wooden
indoors,
building.
around people. We don't want to
right.
scare
Right.
anybody or
Yeah.
gain attention. We don't need to.
Oh, would we really want
That's
to
a
do it
good
around
point.
Atlas and the narrator too? They could get hurt if it is like a
Proximity thing. I
yeah.
mean, we like we said, we could go out and during the middle of our drive and then ask them to stop, and we walk a ways away, and then see. We could do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe
the
we should-
gods. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say that the gods in this world aren't like, it's not like ascending, I think, because there's nowhere to ascend to. So, you know, the
Right.
gods in this world are kind of like closer to powerful people. So maybe they won't be like,
Well, from the conversation I had with Mechana, with Deus Mechanis, it seems like they're granting us, or at least me, I'm not sure what you guys went through, but they're slowly transferring their energy into us. So we are kind of becoming, I guess, catalysts or
conduits.
that's a good one, conduits. For their remaining energy, and then once they give us the rest of it, they kind of, I guess, die is the best word. I don't know.
What if we just never press the god mode button and then we never get all their powers? I
And they
mean,
don't have to die.
true. Not that I want to do that. Okay, I want you guys to know that's not the solution that I want to go for. But hypothetically, if we didn't click it,
I mean, the powers that be thought it was a good idea to give us the button, which means, which hypothetically means that at some point or another we're going to be overwhelmed, like we were on the mountain,
mm-hmm.
or even worse.
Right?
So
The way you were talking about your dream kind of does sound like they want us to do it, right? Or am I wrong?
I mean, they, I guess, seemed not eager but ready to do it.
Like that's the solution, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point you all hear like a like a honk out front.
It's a car.
It's a car.
It's a car, but it's not powered by gas. It's powered by elemental. That's what that's what-
Mhm.
Yeah, Atlas told you that they were
Oh
powered
my
by
God,
trapped
so
elements.
It's just like our world. No, never mind. Nope.
It's probably our ride, so I don't know. Continue thinking it over in the car.
Yeah.
No rush, right?
Yeah.
We don't think
Got
the
the
button's
whole-
going to go away, right?
No
Nothing
rush.
else has gone away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, no rush.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, let's head out.
Yeah.
So you all make your way, down through the rusty cactus and outside, and you see basically Atlas is parked in front of the rusty cactus in a la Mad Max like truck. So it's got this kind of like open wireframe with a bit of kind of like sheets around what would be the windshield and the windows. So it has like kind of like windscreens. And then it has like seats for like a driver and then like a passenger. And then there's the flatbed in the back that is covered. So it is almost like a covered wagon, but except it has tank treads basically for the wheels. And has this kind of rusty, again, a la Mad Max look to this truck that's there. Are you all ready to go?
Shotgun.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I hop up front.
You hop up front. Okay. Is that like a good luck saying that your people would say before you hit the road?
It just means I'm gonna be in the front seat. Whoever says it first. I'm actually not sure why it's called.
Oh, it's like a game.
Yeah, kind of.
It's,
really
it's
short
like
game.
a claiming kind of thing. You're just like, this is mine.
Oh, so this is now your seat, like because of your culture. This is now your seat for the rest.
Until we get out of the car, and then you can
Mhm.
reach shotgun
Yeah,
when
then
you're
it
getting
resets.
back in. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. All right. Well, I mean, the back of the truck probably ain't be the comfiest, but it's it's covered, so you'll be all right.
Now I feel bad about calling shotgun.
No, don't feel bad.
Take
You called
shotgun.
shotgun. You won it.
All
You
right.
won.
No, I wanted to
shotgun.
win, I think, more
Yeah.
than I wanted to see.
Feel good about your victory. You did it.
You
You
did.
did it.
Get that shotgun.
Get the shotgun.
So you all load up into this truck, and you see Atlas has procured general supplies and things, for you all. That's also in the back, and the car roars to life, and the truck takes off into the desert. And you all know it's going to take you a decent chunk of time, maybe a day or two, to get to the casino. It depends on if you take any breaks or stop off anywhere. Is there anything specific you'd like to do on the drive?
We all look at each other.
Yeah, and they just look at each other like, who wants to bring it up? Oh. How is the narrator looking? It's been like a day to like.
He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah.
He's been pretty quiet. He's just been kind of like, you see, studying his book.
Mm. Oh.
He's just been kind of studying his book. So he's been sitting pretty quietly in the back.
Are you gonna get car sick back there? If so, you can hop in the front. I just see you're reading, and like if you don't look at the road, if you don't look at the road, like you can get car sick. I didn't know if you needed to be in the front or not.
No, it's all right. I'm used to reading and traveling, so I'm all right.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm. And he goes back immediately to like writing and reading in his book.
Can we see what he's writing in the book, or is he just writing?
Are you trying to be like sneaky about it, or are you like
just gonna all open his? I mean, it's there's no secrets anymore, right? Just look over to see what he's writing.
So he does like kind of gives you like a slight side eye, but then just continues to write. And you see he's not necessarily writing as he is sketching.
Oh, what's he sketching?
So you see he is sketching what looks to be an interconnected, like basically like what looks like set of threads that seem to kind of all like interconnect with each other. It's you don't necessarily understand what you're looking at, but it looks like there are like basically 7 circles, and he's kind of drawing threads from each of them, and they all kind of intersect, and it's almost like a map in a way.
Yeah, my obsidian files.
Yes.
What's happening here? What's going on?
I mean, I'm just well, it's I just kind of doodle when my brain is a bit too noisy every now and then, and so I'm just drawing the pathways of the weave, and how things connect to one another, and and stories and I don't really know. It's just kind of you ever put your pen to paper and just let it kind of go.
You can see the weave. You can see it proper.
Yes, yeah, it's a family trait. Yeah.
So you know what direction they're going, like kind of like knowing what parts connect to where.
Correct. Yes, I can. My family and I, because of my father, myself, my brother, my sister, my other brother, we all are weave walkers. So we're able to see and manipulate the weave in our own ways.
Your dad is trying to teach me that stuff, but I suppose that was probably for more nefarious purposes.
Perhaps, yeah.
If you can see behind me. Oh! I did not see it before. How did I not? And grabs the narrator's face. How did I not see this before?
I never showed you my sketches.
Maybe it's not like a direct method. Maybe it's like a vessel of transportation. That's the issue. And he looks over to the group. Remember when we were all taken, right? We were brought with Rhea's home. Why? We've gone through portals of teleportation several times, and on our world, and our planet, theoretically, that would require the folding of space and time and the conversion of our matter into different matter and pure energy, and then reconstitute it back properly, all atoms accounted for. But this world side doesn't work like that. But then why was the house brought with us? Why was it just us in the basement? Why wasn't it just every other human in the basement? Why was it just all of why? Okay, stick with me here. My running theory, the kind of transportation, the transfer from one dimension to another requires a vessel, a vehicle that acts like a buffer, a force field of sorts, to pierce through that fold, right? So I didn't know.
Are we?
We're the vessels.
No.
Oh, that's really good then.
Our home, your home, Rhea,
Yeah.
was the vessel that brought us here. Think like Back to the Future, DeLorean, H.G. Wells' time machine, Space Shuttle, Planet of the Apes, TARDIS, Doctor Who. I could go on. We can't traverse. We can't travel through dimensions by ourselves. We need a device to tap into the mechanics and laws of that pathway, of these highways. And he picks up the book and it shows the lines going through different like highways, like roads. We need a ship that works with the weave, doesn't force it to our will or want, that asks to ride across. Technically, the weave is the power source. We just need something, maybe an engine, that can sustain that process. I can't believe this isn't seen before.
So, Rhea's house is a car
Technically,
that we
anything can be used as a vessel. Yes, technically, we were brought in with the house. The house protected us from whatever process brought us here. Like
Wizard of Oz when she's in the tornado.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's good. That's
okay.
Good.
Thanks.
Oh,
I didn't think I could say anything good. That was really confusing.
That's great. Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, we might just get the upper hand is on our side. Oh, I'm so excited.
What does that mean for us, though? If true?
If true, we can figure out a way to open up the gateways again, the pathways, ways to other worlds, our home as well. We can get to go home if we want. This is the thing that's been stumping Valerian for ages, for years.
Gene, you're
gonna
so
hand you
fucking
book-
smart.
Just gonna hand you your book back real quick.
You see, he fumbles and the page kind of folds for a second. And you see there's a sketch of a person and quickly closes the book.
When there's will, there's way. And I think I found the way. I'm so excited.
So to get home, we need to go back to Rhea's house?
Necessarily. You just need a vessel that's strong enough to carry us, as well as sustain the energy transfer from one dimension to another. Not necessarily a home, but it could be a home for us. Doesn't have to be Rhea's home. It can be any home, as long as we have the means to transport it.
That seems like the hard part.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, okay.
That's where the theory stays a theory.
Okay.
But right now it's a theory. More than I had before. That's way better than what I had before.
I think it's good. I think it's good we got this part down before we tried to transport a person. If you need the thing around, it's probably good.
Yes.
I mean, the genies could probably give you some decent information too, or at least resources, but it might be expensive.
I mean, with what we know in our world, I'm sure you can figure out a price.
Yeah.
And like he looks at everybody, seems to know that kind of, some of them are lost, some of them are frazzled, some of them are worried. He's just like, I'm good. We're good. That just a lot of science hit my brain at once. And I'm peachy. I'm great. How's everybody else?
I just imagine us all like blink, 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 blink. That's amazing.
A long silence.
Long silence.
I mean, if you get it, we're set.
That's what matters. Yeah.
You're the science guy for a reason. I got that we need a house. Okay.
Need a house to fly. You need to fly a house. Or drive a house.
That was a good movie. Yeah. Really sad, but it was good. The flying house and the balloons and
Up.
Are you talking about Up?
yeah, I'm talking about Up. Yeah.
Oh,
Good
Yeah.
movie.
Up is devastating.
That makes me cry every time
Yeah.
when they put the handprint on the mailbox.
the handprint part's what makes you cry?
Yeah, because I know they die.
Oh.
So like all the happy stuff is sad because they die. So like the happiness is sad.
So you're saying on like the second or third watch?
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This whole
That
time,
makes
I'd
more
like
sense.
to note, Rhea has just been standing up in the back, just trying to balance. So she's just like this the whole time.
As the vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Gene, that's so smart. That's so smart.
Thank you. You good? You want to sit? I don't want a rogue Dune to make it fly off.
No, I'm on my like 2-minute streak. Every like 2.5 minutes, she's falling over. It's trying again. Thanks though. I'm good.
Oh, you good. You got this. You got this.
Thanks.
Ray is really good at standing in trucks. Jean's really good at science.
We all have our strengths.
Yeah.
Eek. Ugh.
You're really good at calling shotguns. So
True.
Oh, thank you.
yeah. Yeah, that's
How is
Yep.
the narrator?
No.
How is he?
Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Steph.
no, you're good. That was the whole bit.
I mean, at this point, he's just like trying to track what's happening in this truck right now. And like he sees you all kind of laughing and joking with each other, kind of softly smiles to himself and goes back to his book.
Val, I think you're intuitive.
Well, I mean, according to my phone, I have a D8, so in
Wait, let me check mine.
insight, so that tracks.
Oh, mine's 12 right now because of the
Oh.
book. So,
Oh.
but that doesn't
Okay.
mean you're not intuitive.
One of the most intuitive people I know.
Mhm. Mine's a stat. Yours like for real.
I mean, it's also a stat, but thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to tell me to stop looking at all the logistics of Up and then actually watch it. So that was very exciting for me. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the house couldn't really float on the balloons.
No,
No,
not really.
no.
At least not that amount. You need way more.
I mean, he had like a lot.
Yeah, not enough.
Oh,
See, that's the. Logistics.
that makes it sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the mailbox part doesn't seem as sad because he actually couldn't achieve his dreams.
Y'all all right back there?
I don't think so, but
all right.
You know,
Oh, you got heat stroke. Oh no.
Do you guys want to hit our God button?
Okay.
I really want to watch you hit your God buttons.
You want to do? What are y'all talking about?
Okay, yeah. Stop the car. Stop the car.
You want me to stop? All right.
We're gonna run an experiment.
We're in worm territory, but all right.
What does that mean? What does that
pulls
mean?
it over.
Worms. What is that? What?
Like, dude.
Like what?
When you say worm, what do you mean?
You know, like the big, like purple, armored worms.
How big? Are talking?
Yeah, it is
how
like
big? How big are we talking?
Like I would say, like some of them skyscrapers and hard.
Okay, so like Dune. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's keep driving. I don't want to.
Okay, we'll go. I'll get us out of Wormville. And then
yeah, please. Experiments
Wormville.
A couple hours pass by.
The suburbs of Wormville.
Yep.
I'm done making it. A couple hours pass by, and Atlas pulls over in the middle of this desert, and he goes, "What do y'all need? What do y'all need to do?"
We need to do a little test.
Right.
We got a new thing on our phones, so
Okay.
I'm wondering if we should go one by one instead of all at once.
Y'all gonna do it in the truck, or you?
No, we're gonna leave.
No.
In fact, you should drive away after we get out of the car.
You want me to leave you out here?
No. Just like
Just
go
like
away.
Get some
safe
some
distance, you know.
All right.
Distance,
All right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I could do that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Have fun, I guess. Just wave me down when you want me to come back over.
I think you'll be able to see. My gut is that you're gonna be able to see something.
All right. Sounds good. And
Thanks, Atlas.
And she puts the truck back in drive as you all get out, and him and the narrator kind of skirt, maybe like half a mile away, and leaving the four of you in the middle of this hot, empty, barren desert.
If we all do it separately, we all have to promise that we're all gonna do it. I don't want anyone to chicken out, because I really don't want to press the button. But if we're all doing it, we're all doing it.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't think. Don't you think? I don't think we you know what I mean?
I mean,
so.
How about Rhea goes first?
I was gonna say on a scale of 1 to I want to. How bad do you want to press this button, Rhea?
It's like not a, I really want to really badly. I very badly want to press this button. Like I barely slept because my phone was right there. I could have pressed it at any time.
I'm good with Rhea going first.
I'm good. Hey, Rhea, hit that button. Scratch that itch.
Do you guys, well, okay. I just wanted to, the last itch I scratched released an evil doppelganger twin.
Oh!
What?
I can ask Godman if it's gonna be bad or not.
Oh!
Duh, why didn't I think of that?
I love that.
Direct.
That's
Let's
like
do
the
that.
perfect use for that. Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
wait. I don't want Godman to trick us.
So
So
why
what?
was the narrator?
No, we just have to make sure it's not gonna be tricky.
Right, it
Yeah,
can't be an
that's-
open-ended question. It has to be a
Exactly.
solid state question.
Yeah. So, okay, what we want to know is it gonna hurt us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the results of us testing this form out going to negatively affect us?
Permanently alter us?
Yeah, permanently negative.
That's what I want to know.
I think
Like,
permanently alter is a really good.
Just turn into
if we
a
press the
vessel,
button,
or...
is it going to permanently alter us?
Do we want to add like connotations like negative, like negatively affect
negatively?
us?
Yeah.
Because he can just say yeah, it'll affect you, like, but not tell us exactly what it means.
Right.
What if he's all like, depends on what you mean by negative?
He will say that. You know,
like, come on,
it's
you
worth
know
a
what
shot,
I mean.
though. You have to try.
Yes.
So
worth a shot.
Yeah. All right. I think that's good.
Good. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna close my grimoire.
Okay.
God man. Is it if we press the God mode button, will it negatively permanently alter us?
No.
He said no.
just a
flat no.
It was just a straight no.
Voice rings out in your head.
That hasn't happened.
No.
He sounded really confident about
you asked a yes or no question, so
That's good.
Yeah, I mean that was the goal, right?
Yeah, it wasn't.
If it's not going to permanently negatively alter us.
Yeah. All right. I'm cool with that.
Why is Godman thinking?
Godman, you all right?
You said press the God mode button, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
I was specific.
No.
Oh. Right.
And we still have a couple more days travel, right? So if it's something we need to like sleep off.
Yeah. We can sleep in the back of the truck.
In our God mode form, we don't know if it'll make us bigger or smaller. It's fine.
It makes us 40 feet.
Throw me the worm.
Let's go wrestle some worms.
Oh, good stuff.
We're having too much fun because we've been through so much lately.
Oh yeah,
so
they're all just
true.
slap happy.
This is the trauma response of a lifetime.
Ray, I think you should press it.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna kill you or anything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh, that's what you want to hear before you press a button.
I love it. I'll walk like 10 feet away from them.
I walk like 40 more feet away.
Wait, now I'm nervous, guys. Guys.
We can all look away if you're like.
You want some privacy.
Do you need a minute, or are you gonna be, okay?
Just like if you need to like take me out, feel free. I would understand.
I don't really want to do that.
Valid. Okay. Love you guys.
Good luck. It's been really cool.
I'll press it.
You press it.
Yes.
And so on your phone screen it says God mode Tiamat. And would you please describe what this looks like?
Yes, I would.
Oh.
So, there's at first it's like a moment of like, did anything happen? And then where her hand is touching the phone begins to like peel away, like it's ash almost, right? Like it embers, like it's burning, and then it peels away to ash. And from like where it peels away, her skin is like it's almost like crackling, right? There's like just like little like it almost looks like lava, kind of, right? Little veins of like lava through her skin, and it just like burns all over her. And after like the ash passes by, and after the ash passes, it's pretty simple. She doesn't like raise into the sky and like sailor, right? But like after the ash burns away, where her horns are in her head, there's like some kind of like deep red, that same like lava black burning like scales that almost like protrude to her forehead a little bit. And like a vein of lava follows down her horns, And her clothes are the same, but I would say like her nails kind of elongate and are kind of like a black red color, and her eyes are now the iris is that same
What?
like molten. Yeah, it's a slit. Ah! It's a slit.
I'm asking you.
No, that's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like where your head's at. And it's a slit, and it's that like molten, that same kind of like lava-esque on her irises. Oh, oh.
And would you also describe what's protruding from your back and your lower back? Your wings and your tail.
Pourquoi? Okay. My tail
Someone didn't read my Discord DM.
The wings.
I'm rereading mine now. I'm scared I missed something.
Hold on. Where does this say? Oh, I see it now. I skipped to the power part. I got too excited.
You were in character already.
Sorry. I know. I was.
So good.
Sick. Okay, so her tail it also just like kind of elongates and is now kind of just like wrapping around her legs a little bit, and it's definitely got that little like devil fork, right? And then her wings are this like dark, that same kind of dark red, and like right where the membrane of the wing starts is there's that like line of like molten crackling kind of energy, and they're bat-esque, and they're like magnificent. They like sparkle like moonlight, and the very tips of them have like the little yeah, you know what I mean,
Like the claws that come up?
Yeah, the little like claw things. Yeah.
And then the other thing you see as this transformation washes over Rhea, on your phone you see a 60-second timer.
Oh shit. Am I gonna explode? No, nothing bad's gonna happen. Wait. And she's gonna turn around away from everybody, and still kind of coughing from the ash. I'm gonna use one of my abilities called Breath of the Queen. And I am going to unleash, there's no one there. Maybe there's like a little cricket. And on this little cricket, unleash
like
Breath of the Queen. And it's gonna take 200 fire damage plus my high roll, which is now a d20. A natural 20.
Jesus!
Blasting a section of the
Literally,
desert.
that's what happens. You cough, and this torrent of flame unleashes from Rhea that literally, like, there's a sand dune there. It's glassed as this crater is blown through it. Maybe like a good like half a mile in that direction is just like a line of glass that's like easily, I'd say 50 feet wide, of like this like crater of this line of glass. And you see Atlas and the narrator back the car up farther away, as there's this line of glass from Rhea, as you've just burned a good chunk of the desert.
Rhea's gonna just... Did I get any worms? Damn it!
You're not in Wormtown anymore. That's
Right.
We really didn't want to be in Wormtown.
Oh, boy.
How you feeling, champ?
This is fucking awesome!
You look really sick. You look tight.
Guys, we should all press our buttons right now. This is really cool.
Can you actually fly with those things, or are they just for show?
She's still trying to like adjust her like center of gravity a little bit, but she'll try. She'll like kind of be like, okay, give me a second, and very clumsily like
kind of like riding a bike, almost like figuring out which muscles you need to tense in your back to get it to work, and having new muscles that you didn't have before. But yeah, you clumsily make your way into the sky, and you see your timer on your phone's at 15 seconds.
I'm gonna watch it count down, and I'm just gonna stay in the air.
So you see there, it hits 0, and then you see the God mode bit on your phone becomes grayed out, and then you see the form just kind of vanishes off of Rhea as Rhea falls back into the sand. maybe like 20 feet to the sand.
Are you good?
That was so cool.
Who else wants to do it now?
We should all press our buttons. She's just laying in the sand.
I think Jean should go.
Oh, okay.
Nice
Wait.
bus. You just got thrown under.
Oh man, is that a bus? Oh shit. Sure. I'm gonna. I guess I'll walk to the same portion or a different portion, same distance away
Yeah.
from where it was, and just press the just no nonsense. Just press the button.
Yeah, you press the button, and on your screen it says God form Deus Mechanicus.
Mm-hmm.
And would you mind describing what this looks like?
Well, I wasn't given a physical description, but I will give an auditory one. The sound of gears turning on other gears, the sounds of clock hands ticking away, begins to boom through the open air. It starts to echo in the ears of everyone who's in the vicinity. His pupils begin to glow bronze, and then they begin to reshape into cogs themselves. As he explodes with this almost amber orange energy, this light. And as he does so, several gears begin to appear in the sky, almost like starting to blot out the sun itself. And I think just instinctively, they just start to shoot out different styles of guns and cannons and begin to fire against the desert sands. And I do 150 damage plus HR, which is that's only 7 more damage.
Still, the desert is a light. It's the Tony Stark at the beginning of Iron Man.
Yeah,
you know, where he's standing behind him as there's just explosions everywhere.
Yeah, and it's just like, if you're familiar with was it Fate Stay Night, or
yeah,
it's just unlimited blade works but with guns, and
yeah,
it's just portal after portal after portal of guns, and it's just watching just the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where the cannons are blowing up the ship and the guy's just walking down the gangplank. I don't know who other than physically. I think maybe he might have like etchings under his eyes that like streak down his face that like denote like energy moving down them, like that, like you can see like almost neon glow coming down from his eyes, connecting to his jawline, and then moving down his neck to disappearing into his tunic or his cowboy gear, and that's me. It's just ringing for like a minute straight.
You keep doing that for like a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the 60-second timer when you start it.
Yeah.
So you do that for a full minute, and then it hits 0. The God mode grays out unless there's anything else you want to do.
No,
fire guns. Yeah. So it hits 0. The God mode grays out on your menu, and then boom, the form falls away.
That was like beautiful.
Thanks.
Like a art thing. That was cool.
Like a you know, those like experience art kind of things. Like it was like that.
How do you feel?
Violent fireworks. I'm tired. I'm like I thought I was drained from the idea I had. No, this is like final, like studying for finals bad times a billion. All right, who's next?
Al was telling me that she wanted to go.
Another bus comes
Oh
by.
man, there goes that bus. Right on schedule. Right on schedule.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, if you don't want to, I could totally do it.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, we've changed so much. And I don't know if I can treat this like a video game anymore. Not saying that either of you are doing that. I think for me, this needs to be significant. I want it to mean something.
That's really noble.
I've just seen too many people have too much power and just play with it, and I can't. I can't go down that road.
Well, that's fine. That's perfectly okay.
But it is really, really cool, and it's like really awesome. But like, I was the only one who couldn't even figure out what I was or who I was, and I'm not ready.
Hey. Look at me. That's fine. At your own pace. No need to be eager or feel pressured into doing it. It's fine. I did mine for an experiment. Rhea did theirs because they couldn't help themselves.
I did mine for shits and giggles, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. It's your button. You get to choose. You get to decide. Or Peter will throw you under a bus. It's fine.
No, I didn't know. No, I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt that way. I totally understand.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I did until we were actually out here.
I understand.
Belle, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I know you and the narrator are like friends, and that's so awesome and great, but I also know it was probably really hard to watch all of that happen to someone. Are you okay? I know I know none of us are like okay, but you were just quiet yesterday.
I'm no stranger to violence. And neither is family drama like it is for most of us, something new, but I don't know. There's something about being here that felt like it was just a weird dream and it wasn't totally real. And yesterday it became real.
You want to go back home?
Same shit here as it is there, just here it's magic. So maybe here I can actually make a difference.
If we do find a way home, the theory I have in mind works out, then we don't just have to stay here or go home. We can go wherever. There's several highways, several places that exist. This place proves it. So we're not happy. You're not happy. Hop in our house ship and find a place where we can be happy.
Sometimes I wonder if it's the place as much as it is that nowhere's home, you know? Anyway, Peter, do you want to? Are you gonna God mode, or is that like, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I was thinking about doing it just so I know what it feels like before I have to choose to do something like that. You know, in a more stressful situation. I feel really comfortable with you guys.
Sure.
So anything that happens, you know, you guys could take care of something if it goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I was gonna try it if that's all right with you.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, no. I just don't want to flag down our ride until we're ready.
Yeah. I'll do that then.
You press
so
button?
I'm gonna take a couple steps back just to be more away from people before I do it. But yeah, I'm gonna press the button.
You're gonna press the God mode button?
Yes, I'm pressing the God mode button.
It says God form Ouroboros. And would you mind describing what this looks like?
Yeah. I guess the first thing that you would notice is it is actually more magical girl than probably the other two. Mostly because the outfit that Peter's wearing starts to pull back, and it turns into this long white dress. It almost looks like just the simplest like sheet hanging on a person almost. And Peter starts to grow a little bit taller. I'd say maybe about a foot taller, and starts to hover off the ground just a little bit. And then the next big thing that you see now that she's just wearing this long dress is her skin is starting to turn to scales, white scales with like a blue iridescent look to them. And the bridge of her nose and nose start to flatten out just a little bit. And her nose starts to look slightly more like slits, and her eyes go completely white. And last, her hair starts to grow really long, about to like her waist. And then I'm gonna cast one of my spells, which is Walk the Void. So right after you see me transform, I disappear. Yay! And yeah, I disappear into a portal. I like to think I just sink into it. Like I drop into the ground pretty much. And yeah, I get to go to the in-between.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Oh no.
I had a feeling that if I cast
no.
this one, we would get to talk about it. So
no.
I picked that one.
Talking about it. Oh no.
So you sink into the ground, and it's a stark juxtaposition to where you just were, as you were just in the middle of this incredibly sunny and bright and sandy desert to immediate blackness. Like think almost for my Stranger Things fans, when they would go into that kind of state where you're walking and it almost seems like you're walking on water, but it's just pure darkness in every direction. And you feel like you're not alone, but you don't see anyone in this place. In this just pure dark space. And what are you thinking of in this current moment?
I'm thinking about Valerian, fighting Valerian. I'm thinking about watching the destruction on the battlefield from yesterday, I guess. And just like what Val was saying about like the power levels that we now have, basically what we've watched happen and what we've been doing. And now I'm not on this plane because I could choose to not be on this plane. It's not something that just happened to me. Like everything else has been happening to me. This one I went, I'm not going to be here. And I was able to do it.
As you're like kind of taking this in, you begin to hear the sound of chains. And as you kind of turn, like as you're taking in this space, you see where there was just pure darkness, there is a stone staircase lit by torches leading downward.
I look at my phone. How much time do I have left?
You have, I would say, about 45 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to go down and see what I can see.
You go down the stairs to a stone platform that seems to be sitting over lava. And there is a large stone throne. And sitting in that stone throne that has chains coming from the back ends of it is someone you just saw on the mountaintop. Is the patron. And he looks to you and he has like a genuinely confused look on his face.
I'm also confused.
And he goes, "How did you get here?"
I sink back into the ground. I go back to our plane.
And you basically like come back the way you came. So it's kind of like an elevator where you rise back up into the desert.
I'm not going there again.
We just see you look freaked the hell out.
Yeah.
Like you went in all confident, came in like, nope.
Yeah, I looked so sick when I disappeared and I came back and I'm just like I let God mode fizzle out, I guess.
Yeah, it vanishes from you.
And yeah, I do the little, like in like a cartoon when they don't hover anymore and their feet touch the ground again. I love that little archetype. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
So good. Anyway, it does that. As everything else returns to normal. But yeah, guys, I am not going to do that one again.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Well, the one that I cast, you get to go to the in-between. And I was like, we've been doing different plane stuff lately, so I figured, let me check out the only other plane we can go to, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was like dark and the ground was like water. And then there was like this staircase in the middle of nowhere. And I go down it. And the patron was there on like a throne. And he saw me. And he asked how I got there, and I left because I'm not going to tell him, and I didn't know what else to say. So I just I figured it was bad to be talking to him. So I left. Should I have said something to him?
No. It's
okay.
No.
Okay, that's what I.
No.
I was worried that you guys would have been like, "Why didn't you ask him what he's up to?"
Oh, I think you're good.
No, I'm
Okay.
just glad you're okay. Like that nothing
Yeah, that was the
happened,
other
or they-
thought is he
didn't
could like get me.
keep you there. Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know what he was doing. It gave me the vibe. I mean, I don't know this, but like that's probably where he was when we were fighting, right?
Oh.
He was
He's
just
he's
sitting
hanging
there.
out in the
void.
in between, right?
He's just
What if
sitting-
he
he's
can't
just sitting.
leave?
Yeah, we're like chains. Were the chains attached to?
The chains were attached to the back of the throne.
Mhm.
Yeah, there were chains like attached to the throne. But I
Basically,
guess
like,
not to
think
him.
these like
so-
massively large chains. There were like 6, so there were 3 on either side to the back of the throne.
Yeah, I was giving like bound spells sort of kind of vibes. I mean, he could not be, but that's right.
It could explain why we didn't handle his physical form.
Yeah, maybe I should have tried to tell if it was his physical form, but
I mean,
that was more than I bargained for.
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds. I mean, good observation. Solid work, following your instinct of curiosity. Much props there.
Thanks.
But also good survival instinct, getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I just did that yesterday, and I didn't want to do it again. So, oh yeah, remember it? Like that bound thing that he did to who did he bind? Wasn't it
The chains. He sent the
Mhm.
chains out to hurt.
Bronwyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, I mean, they
Or
could be his
something's
chains
bound
then,
to him.
Or
Yeah. I don't know.
anyway, I'm not. I'm good on God mode for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we've unlocked it, does it allow us to see the abilities we have access to? Is it just like
So it basically like the abilities appeared and like you knew them just kind of like, this is gonna sound bad, but like a Pokemon knows its moves. You know what I mean? Like those kind of come to mind.
right?
And so you're aware of what they are, but basically it's like the menu is now grayed out. Like the God mode is now grayed out. And you see there is a like cooldown of 7 days on it.
7? We can't
7.
do anything for 7 days then.
Fuck nobody up for 7 days. Don't need any big bats for 7 days. Gotcha.
Wow, I'm kind of glad that I chose not to do mine now, just in case something goes to
Yes.
shit and we need a big hitter.
Yeah. You are our vanguard. You are our Valkyrie. Please keep that thing on you. Oh,
Oh my
good instincts.
god.
Everyone, good instincts. Good job, team. Flagging over the car.
Yeah.
The car comes back and Atlas goes, "What in the hell was that?" That was quite a light show.
Yeah, we've whatever these things are, they're attached to us. They allow us to do something crazy, but we now can't do it for 7 days. Well, 3 of us can't do it for 7 days. So
Right. Well, okie doke. You want to get on in and we will continue our journey?
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. And the car takes off. And unless there's anything specific anybody wants to do over the next day and a half before you get to the casino,
Just drawing designs of a house ship.
Okay. Okay. So you're working on some designs. And it's kind of early in the morning when Atlas says, "Oh, all right, everybody wakey, we're here." And as you pull up, this is about as a similar building to one that you're from, like as far as the style of the building is, that you're familiar with. As you pull up, as it is this very gaudy marble building that is built in this kind of large dome, almost pyramid-like shape, that has basically, it's done in fairy fire, but it looks like neon lights for you all, that says the Temple of the Four Jinn on the front of it. And you see basically there's kind of like a large overhang like there are at hospitals, I guess hospitals too, but hotels, where you see there is a man with blue skin and slicked black hair and like almost like a bellhop uniform, as he's standing out front as the car gets pulled up to it. And he leans into Atlas, and Atlas leans over to his ear, and Atlas whispers something, And he goes, "Very good, sir." And Atlas gives him the keys and goes, "All right, kids, we're here." As he steps out and the narrator steps out. So the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
All right. And you see, as you all step out of the truck and step away from it, you see the fellow in the bellhop uniform hops in. You see him drive forward, and the car just kind of just vanishes.
Oh.
As the bellhop is now basically on the other side of you, as he offers a ticket to Atlas.
Did you pay him in compliments? What happened?
Oh, I just had to tell him the thing I did when I was a kid. It ain't no thing. It's fine. It's fine. And the man in the bellhop uniform goes, "And welcome to the Temple of Fortune. Enjoy your stay. And please remember, if you do want to use the high roller rooms, they are at the back of the casino, but make sure you are prepared to pay. We've had some folks lately who go to the high roller rooms and they are not quite prepared. So make sure, maybe start yourselves on something small if this is your first time, and enjoy your stay." As these kind of almost very similar, like sliding doors kind of part to allow you in. You hear music, you hear the sound of people laughing and the sound of games, and it is a vast hall with a very tall vaulted ceiling with more chandeliers than you could probably count. The ceiling itself is painted like the night sky. Everything is covered in gold and jewels. It is covered in tapestries and fine like linens and rugs. There are game tables here and there. There are tons of people moving about. All sorts of different species are in here. It's this massive place. It's much bigger on the inside than it's on the outside. What would you all like to do once you get inside?
Oh, this is wow. I've been in one of these places in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Sure, yes. What kind of games do they play here? Is we talking like blackjack? Talking Texas, poker? Because you've been know what Texas.
I don't know if they're going to be games that you're familiar with. Well, there are card games, and there are dice games. There are games of chance. They're pretty much all games of chance. I don't know any of the games that y'all play.
Okay.
There's like games of chance at casinos.
Yeah.
Games of 21. There's a games of, like, I guess poker would be. How would you explain poker properly?
Are they like card games or
dice
games?
There's card games. There's dice games. There are you'll be able to win some decent things on the smaller games. If you want bigger things, you might have to go up to the high roller rooms. Those, like the guy said outside, just be careful with that, because those are typically like high cost rooms.
Like what would be a high cost piece of information?
Well, I can't really tell you that.
Like an example.
Well, I don't necessarily want to speak anything out into the world because it would, somebody in here could cash in on that on me.
Like that.
Oh yeah. It could be. It has to have value. These beings here who run this place. If it has value to you, it has value to them.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like it has to have worldly value or personal value.
It's personal value, and the more personal, the higher the value. The better trade you could get. Like small little things, like I was, for the valet, I told him a childhood secret so that he would park the car. Drinks, it could be, compliments that you haven't said or, that you received, things like that. At the game tables, little, maybe secrets, maybe memories, things like that. The high roller room, those are going to be those are higher end items, higher end personal value. But again, that it's all person dependent. What's valuable to me may not be valuable to you all. So I could give you an example, but it might not make sense for you. Yeah.
Like if this isn't me, I say very loud. Like if I killed someone, that would be like a big. And I had to that would be a secret.
If that means
like a big
something
one
to you.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Like that would be a big one if like killing was a bad thing. Like you went to jail for it.
I think it'd be more if you cared about going to jail for
it. Oh, so I guess this is a pretty bad example. But like, that
or if you got caught,
big things.
It is all against, I guess, what we feel is valuable, right?
Right. Well, what are y'all trying to get?
That's a good point.
Information for right now, for me at least, information.
It's what kind of information? Like, what room are we gonna have to go to for what it is that you want? I'm looking for information on the god gene that I apparently have and what that means.
I guess I'm looking for information on vessels that can contain the weave and not harm it or destroy it or fuck with it anyway. But be friendly with it, I guess, is the best notion. For me, if I'm trying to build a device that can make us go through them.
Well, this all kind of sounds a bit on the higher end.
Yeah.
So you might have to end up going to the high rollers rooms for these. And something you should know that they are all individual rooms. They don't allow groups in the high roller rooms. So you will be split up once you're there.
Good to know.
Privacy, such things. I'm going to go get a drink. The narrator, he looks like he's already at the bar just kind of writing in his book. Yeah, he's just been going in his book. I'm gonna go keep him company. If y'all need anything, I'll be over here and it's like it's like one of those like long, almost like wall side like sized bars that kind of wraps around part of the casino. Whether you see there's at least like 30 seats at it. It's like I'm gonna go take a seat over there and get a drink. If we end up needing a room, just let me know and we can ask the bartender to set us up. But have fun, be safe, and I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks.
And if you need me, just holler.
All right.
Holler away.
Is the narrator with us then?
The narrator's at the bar. That's what he said.
Oh.
The narrator's at the bar writing. Yeah, and Atlas is gonna go keep him company.
Before he's even gone, Val, for most of that conversation, has been like casing. It almost like the only way to say it is she's casing this place. Like she's like scanning, like getting the lay of the land, like looking like it's automatic, looking where security is, like seeing the vibes at different tables.
The odd thing you notice, I'll give you this, is you don't see security. You don't see, big muscly dudes or guys with weapons or guards or anything of that sort in anywhere. You see, some of the smaller bet tables, you see there's people playing like card games, dice games. And when they win, you see the dealer kind of apparates their hand and you see a pile of, whatever you see one person get jewels. You see one person gets like what looks like a book of some sort. You see like all sorts of different things. You see like one dealer touches a human man on the forehead. And you see him just kind of like his shoulders slouch and he's just kind of smiling like dumbly. There's all sorts of different things you see happening across this room. There's a stage off to the right that's presently empty, like an amphitheater. And then you see the two large stairwells that go up to the back that have a kind of like a red rope in front of them.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking for schematics on things that can travel through dimensions. I'm going to have to go to the High Rollers table.
Do you want to go straight there or do you want to ease your way in?
I mean, I might have to go back there too, but like, I think we should try things out first,
See what
just
we're
so.
dealing with before we go.
Yeah.
Because I noticed you looking around the place a little hard, Val.
Trying to get the lay of the land.
What's the word? What's the lay?
They don't need security.
That's good. That's dangerous.
That means this is all real. I mean, I knew it was, but like, they'll actually just like, where do our secrets go? If it's currency, it has to get them something. I don't know.
If these 4 Jinn are real, then going on what I barely know about Jinn, they're lovers of secrets and business.
Yeah. Well,
But
at least if we play a little bit here first, we'll get a better idea of what a secret is that works for a low roller table, so we know what we're going to have to give.
Figure out the scale before we start throwing around what we perceive to be really good secrets.
Right.
we want a good example for our hypothesis.
Mhm.
Should we all go to
Good
the
control
same
group.
table?
If we all go to the same table, one of us is more likely to win.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all gonna saddle up to a table? Yeah, you find a table that's got, it's like a completely empty table. So the 4 of you sit down, and behind is a woman with like kind of golden skin, and she's got like almost white hair up in a high, tight ponytail. She's in kind of like, think your standard like dealer attire, the kind of red shirt, black vest, black bow tie. And she goes, welcome to Dragon's Dice. Have you ever played before?
We've not.
Ah, well, excellent. I will explain how it works. It's a very easy game, very simple. All you do is you will ante up at the beginning of the round. You will each get 2 dice, and you just have to roll higher than me. And if you roll higher than me, then you win. It's very simple, very easy game.
What number dice are we rolling?
It will be a d6.
Okay.
And the standard bet to start is 1 childhood memory.
Oh.
Good bet to start. Okay.
If we lose, do we lose the memory?
Oh, you are very new here. It isn't necessarily lost, as it is a bit of the shimmer of that memory is gone.
Oh. Okay.
As if it was it was a very fond memory, you'll kind of just become neutral about it.
Horrifying when it's said out loud. Sure.
I got mine.
I got mine as well.
Sure.
All right. And she basically like leans over the table to each of you to listen. So she's going to start with Rhea. Kind of just turns her ear to you.
I had this one pair of pink shoes that I really loved, and they had a white button on them, and they were the only shoes that I would wear because I liked them so much.
Very good, ma'am. And she like leans over to Jean.
I once rode a water park slide so much that I thought I was a fish, and it was the best experience I had in my life in that park.
All right. Very good. And leans to Peter.
My memory would be my parents taking me to my first parade in New York.
Never heard of that city.
Oh, sorry. That's
quite right. And then leans lastly to Val.
First time I went to a playground as a child, the other kids avoided me because they thought I was scary.
Very good. All right. She like waves her hand, and you see 2 dice appear in front of each of you. And we're gonna roll, and we're gonna go around and we're gonna see if you beat my roll.
I have a fun question for later. I have lucky 7. Is it kind of fun if like I use that on this?
Are you gonna try to alter the
not on this one for future reference?
Perhaps.
It says when I roll my dice, I get to roll a 7. It doesn't matter if it can roll a 7 or not.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Roll a d6 and a 7 appears on the die. I'm like, what the
Okay, I was just wondering because I was like, I had that in my head, and I was like, I want to know if I can use it eventually.
Okay, Val, what did you roll?
7.
7. Jean?
9.
9. Peter?
5.
5. Rhea?
5.
5. And you see she like basically lifts the cup, and you both, all 4 of you see a 6 and a 4 on her dice. As I rolled a 10, and she goes, "Ooh, tough luck for your first time." And you all just like feel in the back of your mind somewhere like that memory just kind of dulls. Would you like to keep playing?
I think I need a break.
Well, didn't Jean get what did you get?
Jean rolled a 9.
Oh, you rolled a 9. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I'll go another round.
I'll play again.
I'll sit this one out.
All right. And she leans her ear once again to Rhea first.
My house had ivy growing on the outside of it. My childhood home. I liked the ivy.
Okay. And she leans over to Val.
I was 5 the first time I was kidnapped.
Very good. And please roll.
And that's the basic memories. That's like the
base. That's a base area.
dude.
Best kind of therapy, baby. They'll take it away. Yay!
Val was like, "Sweet, can't wait to get rid of all my memories."
Get rid of that trauma.
Let's
Val,
tamper all these emotions. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What'd you get, Val?
What a therapy hack.
5.
A 5?
What a therapy
Rhea?
hack.
7.
7. And she unveils the cup, and she rolled a 3 and a 4. She goes, "Well, we tie, which means we go to double or nothing."
Okay. Do I have to give you another
Yes.
favorite memory?
Yes.
Oh God. My dad made really good pancakes.
Very good. And let us roll. What did you get?
I got an 8.
And she picks up her cup, and she got a 5 and a 2. She got a 7. Congratulations on your first win.
Thanks.
And here is your promise. And she waves her hand, and the memory of your boyfriend returns.
Oh. Oh my
god. Thank you.
Of course, it seemed you have lost something, so I wanted to give it back.
Sure, thanks. And Val, lol. Rhea's gonna get up, and I'm gonna get a drink, and she's gonna go to the bar.
I'm coming with you.
Peter goes with Rhea.
I think we all are like,
Let's get out of here.
I need a drink.
So the 4 of you head over to the bar, and there is a large Goliath behind the bar. He's in the same kind of like outfit. He's in the white dress shirt, but it's like there's no tailor in the world that really could make a dress shirt like not adhere to this man's muscles. As it's
So
like,
he is hot. Okay.
yes, of course.
Just checking.
And he's got like the vest, but it's open. And he goes, "Well, what can I?" And he's not Southern. What can I sort for you today?
Something strong.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's gonna be my first legal drink. What should I drink?
Something
light,
weak.
Something light.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like a huzzah. It's my first one, so I should go like.
Well, if we're gonna be drinking multiple times, then we want to build up. We don't want to straight just go diving into the.
Don't want to
Actually, if you're going to the high rollers room, you wanna, be a little careful.
I'm kind of thinking like a shot of courage sort of vibe.
We do have that on the menu.
Is that like a?
Okay. That is a drink. Yes.
Like an alcoholic beverage that gets you drunk.
Yes.
No.
Okay. I didn't know if
What does it cost?
like actual courage or something.
Drinks here cost 1 compliment you haven't told your companions.
That like I've received in the past.
1 compliment you wish to give your companions and you haven't.
Oh, this is a little stars and wishes for us all, huh?
I have a compliment.
Yes.
Wait, what drink am I getting?
The shot of courage.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Jean, I think of you as like the leader of our group, and I look up to you in that sense.
Very good. And you see he waves his hand, and in front of you is like a rocks glass, and it fills with this almost like amber orange liquid that seems to glow just a bit. And it's like, it's a shot's worth of liquid in it.
Only alcohol, right? Just the.
It's a shot of courage.
All it does is get me drunk.
Just try.
Just
Try it. See.
It's a shot of courage.
Does
It's gonna make you courageous.
All right, I'll do it, I guess.
You throw it back, and it tastes like.
Should I roll to see how good I throw?
Yeah. Roll me might
Yeah.
and dex.
Nice.
I mean, the last time we
my two
drank
lower
something, someone got horns and I got sent to the out. And
Yeah, right. That's why I'm asking questions.
yes, very viable.
An 11.
An 11. You all watch Peter throw this back almost like a pro. Like almost like they've been doing this their whole lives for some reason.
They didn't tap the table. But
Yeah, tap the table and then whoop, throw it back. And it tastes like an orange Julius as it goes back.
Ooh. That one tasted really good, guys.
And you feel like, you kind of feel a little wobbly. Because Peter's not used to alcohol and this was a very alcoholic drink. But you feel like brave, emboldened, courageous.
Yeah. I feel, guys, it did what it said it would. I feel like really, like, courage.
You look brighter.
Thanks.
You did say first legal drink, right? Because that was pretty good for a first.
That's the only one I've done. I've seen them do it at movies. So like,
they
you
tap
it,
actually meant first drink, not just first legal drink. Got it. Okay.
It is my first legal one and my first one.
Oh,
because this wouldn't be legal on Earth, is what I was thinking.
right.
Because I'm 19.
Right.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you look good doing it. You're solid. That was great.
Thanks. I'm glad I didn't spill it on myself like I thought I would.
Anybody else wanted to compliment somebody? Get a drink.
I was just gonna say I have had more fun with you guys than I have had maybe ever in my life. So thanks for that. So I'll take my drink, please.
All right. And he kind of like the Goliath kind of gives you like a okay. And waves his hand, and it's the glass is like almost like a tornado in a way, like in its like construction. It's like kind of like a twisting glass, like made of glass that kind of twists up into a tornado, and it's filled with this blue and green kind of glowing liquid.
Ooh.
And he goes, "This is the Riddle Maze drink."
The what?
The Riddle Maze. You wanted something strong.
The Riddle Maids.
Yes.
I would just like to note, Bethany, the player, is nervous about this choice. But Rhea, the character, will just be like, okay. And just like throw it back.
Give me Rhea's experienced at this, so
Yeah.
you pick the dice. Since
Oh,
Peter wasn't,
sure.
I picked him.
Sure. That is so funny. Okay. Wow. Okay. I just forgot what dice were. Okay. That is I rolled 2d10s and that's a 15.
A 15? Yeah, it goes down smooth. It's like a have you ever had, this is gonna be weird, but have you ever had like Sprite or like what are they at Taco Bell, those like Baja like
Baja
I
Blast.
love Baja Blast.
so it's the Baja
I
Blast
love
like
them.
with like vanilla ice cream, that kind of like
Yeah.
the drink they had, I don't know what it's called. But it tastes like that as you throw it back. And you just you feel a little wobbly. But you feel a little bit brighter. Like you could answer, riddles and things and like a little boost to your intellect.
Nice. I need it. She's not very smart. Cool. Thank you.
I just want like a whiskey. Like,
Just whiskey?
yeah, just like a nice whiskey. Yeah.
Good old fashioned.
All right, and your compliment?
Jean, I think you are actually the most intelligent person I know. Like ever.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. And he waves his hand, and a rocks glass full of this almost red whiskey appears in front of you. And he says, "This is Dragonfire whiskey."
Oh. She like picks it up and like sips. She's not gonna shoot it back. She's gonna
is
enjoy this.
Spicy. It is a spicy, tasty whiskey. It's like a cinnamon
Mm.
whiskey. Almost
Move
like
over,
Fireball.
Move
Almost,
over.
almost like Fireball, but you're
It's
not going to
fancy.
get tons of mistakes after you drink a lot of it.
Perfect.
Like you will remember tomorrow or this evening. So you have that, and he looks to Jean.
Oh, I don't actually want to drink. I just want to compliment my friends real quick. Peter, your cautiousness keeps me on my toes, and that keeps me alert, and that keeps me healthy, and that keeps us alive. So thank you for that.
Thanks. That's really nice.
Yes. Rhea, your love of new, it inspires me to love new again. And Val, I mean, you're like my best friend for a while, and it's good to have a best friend, and I'm glad we are together to keep each other safe. Yeah. And Atlas.
What?
I mean, yeah, you've been a champ since day one. After the incident, you've been just a champion.
I'm doing my best.
And narrator, this story is a bunch of ups and downs. It's a story, all right.
He just kind of gives a soft thumbs up, soft smile.
Yeah.
And the bartender goes, "Well, I guess that's another round for you all." And he kind of waves his hand as another one of the drinks that each of you got appear in front of you.
I want to try something different.
Oh, sure. And he snaps it away.
Something that will help me tell more secrets that I don't want to tell.
A loose lips. Got it. And he snaps his fingers, and a rocks glass again appears, but it has this almost like deep onyx liquid in it, like this almost black liquid in it that seems to just shimmer, kind of like it's got glitter in it almost.
Careful with that one. That loose
I'll
lips.
just be really thoughtful about which tables I go to.
That's a good one.
And I do the shot. Do I have to
Roll
roll
the
again?
dice. Yeah, you gotta roll the dice.
Of course you gotta roll.
Is it still a 6 and an 8?
Mm-hmm.
3?
A 3 total. So you watch the elegance that was the first shot from Peter is gone. But the courage was there from the first drink. As you throw it back, but it's like that kind of like when you take a shot and you have that bit of cough that happens with it because you're like, oh, as it was like almost, the best way to describe it is black licorice was the best, like the way it tasted.
Like an absinthe.
Yes. And for the next hour, you speak your mind.
Oh.
Whatever is on your mind.
Oh,
They don't know that. You guys don't know that. To be
Oh,
fair.
we don't know that.
Oh
We don't know that.
no!
We just watch you take a shot, not gracefully, and it's just like
Danger.
That's such a bad.
Petey, you good?
No, not really. That one didn't go down great.
Didn't look
Yeah,
like
it looked a little rough.
Looked a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love water.
Water, of course. And water.
Just
appears.
water this time, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's water. Yes, it's just
Okay.
normal
Does water
water.
cost a secret?
No,
Or
we're
a-
not
a
animals.
We're not animals.
Yeah, I take a fucking drink.
Yeah.
of water. Oh shit.
That was called loose lips, right?
Maybe. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe I should have took another courage one. All right, guys, let's go out there.
I'm gonna ask this-
idea.
I'm gonna ask
Let's get
this-
out there.
You gonna get out? You want to go? Where do you want to go? You want to go to the higher tables?
I'll watch you guys do the other tables, but I don't really want to do the lower tables.
I mean-
we're gonna get information.
We're here for a reason, so
Yeah, I don't want to like waste all my childhood memories trying to win smaller stuff. Unless Betty. Well, Rhea, like, what'd you get? Like, what'd you win? Like, is it worth it to like? I mean, you don't have to tell me what you got if you don't want to tell me, but like,
It's valuable. Yeah, it's valuable.
worth like my childhood memories or
I think I won more than I gave.
What does that mean? What did you win? If you don't, again, this is
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you're good. Just a longer. I gave a snapshot, and I was given years.
oh. You
So if that trend continues, then whatever we would win upstairs would probably be. Yeah.
you got like years of your life, like more years to live, like
Like memory missing got back.
Yeah.
oh
Oh shit.
Yeah. And Rhea takes the next shot.
Alec, I guess I have a question.
Mhm.
Do we know we've been losing memories, or do we just kind of feel like we don't remember them at
I think
all?
all you really confirmed was that Valerian was messing with your heads. You never really
Mhm.
got farther than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we remember we serves me. We like noticed how weird Ray was being about their house,
yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
had that
Mhm.
conversation about it.
Right.
So, like they don't feel attached to it memory wise. And we're like, oh. And it was like, dude, does everybody have that feeling of memory loss? And they were
Mhm.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel bits of something missing.
Right.
Okay.
So we did
Right.
discuss that.
Okay.
Well, the high roller rooms are just past the red ropes. If that's where you're looking to go.
Can I ask you what the high roller tables ask for in terms of memories? If these ones ask for childhood ones?
That depends on what you want. They kind of price things out dependent on what is being asked. Typically, if you ask for big things, the price is bigger, and it may not just be a memory; it could be something else
Like secrets.
and other things. Yes,
What other things?
it's dependent on the person, but it's whatever you value.
Like a finger?
If you value a finger that much, sure.
I do.
Peter says whatever is on their mind. I forgot. That's
Yeah, they just speak their mind. I can't help it.
I do. I really
Which is
value my
unfortunately
fingers.
also Haley's mind.
I'm
Sorry.
so good.
It's so good. It's
So good.
Well, so the only way we're gonna figure out what we have to give up is by going there. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Do we want to do the same thing we did with the gods? Someone go up first?
We're all
I'd
going to
be
be in
like-
different rooms.
We're all gonna
Yeah,
be
but like
So-
we can come back down and be like, it was crazy.
I mean, we could.
Here's what happened.
We can try. I think what we have to give is going to be different for each of us.
But like
We rise
scale
in the-
wise.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true. That's true.
I'm cool. Stand down here for a bit.
I don't want to lose any fingers.
Don't.
If that's
Yes.
what happens, I'd rather. I'm gonna. Oh, what is it called when you think something different than what you actually think? So,
Reverse psychology.
yeah, reverse psychology. I don't want to give up my secrets. That would suck really bad. I'm gonna go up to the high roller room.
So you like kind of almost like you see Peter's walking a bit at an angle. Like
Oh,
it's
Val
not
is-
it's not a straight line.
Oh yeah, it's
Val
it's-
is behind playing stare defense. Like
As you make
one
your way,
drink in, she left the other drink on the bar. She has one drink in her hand and is like ready to.
you see these like fine red velvet stairs leading up to this large golden door. And as Peter walks up and Val, you're behind, you see this almost like translucent skin, in the very same like casino uniform appears at the door, and kind of puts a hand up to Val and goes, "I'm sorry, it's only one at a time. If you'd mind waiting at the bottom of the stairs."
Oh, she was just helping me get over here.
Yeah.
Just of course.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Yeah, I've
Gives
just
a little
been,
pat on the back.
I've been feeling like so great, like these
Yeah.
last couple days.
That is wonderful to hear.
Oh, that was for Val, not for you. Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. That's quite all right.
Okay.
Are you prepared?
As I'll ever be, right?
All right. And they open the door, and it's
I
just kind
waved
of this-
goodbye.
It's this just kind of like white translucent like doorway as they open up this gold door, and they go, "Off you go."
Shouldn't have let her go first.
All right, see you guys later.
Shouldn't have let her go first.
And Peter, you walk in and you walk through this white translucent space, and you walk out onto what is essentially like a veranda, a balcony, overlooking this beautiful ocean. This beautiful white sandy beach beneath you. There's two chairs. What's up?
Oh, we're in the desert.
Mhm.
Why is there an ocean?
And you see seated in the chair is a man with like basically almost white skin, like almost like paper, like white skin, golden hair, gold eyebrows. He's in like a dark gray suit, and he's sitting there having a glass of wine. And he goes, "Please, Peter, take a seat.
I didn't say my name to you at all, did I?
I am a genie."
Oh, you're one of the four guys.
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Why is there an ocean?
Oh, I just like the view.
Me too. It looks great out here.
Yes.
Did you do this?
Oh, well, technically this is on the coast, but we can make it wherever we wish. So,
Oh. Wherever you wish.
I mean, within the confines of Novum.
Like, is it current? Like, currently, can you like
yes.
show me anything I want to see? If I
Sure.
ask? Or do I have to
Sure.
give you something for it? Or is this just like a
Yes.
fun? Oh, okay. Nah, that's fine. Anyway,
Well, take a seat, Peter.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Sure.
Haven't really thought about what I need to ask yet, or what I need, like the information I need.
Well, it doesn't have to be necessarily information. It could be, do you want power? Do you want money? Do you want territory, love?
Yes, wait, there is something I want.
Okay.
I've got this damn curse on me. Can you get rid of it? Or is that like crazy expensive?
You're talking about the infection.
Yeah.
Yes. I can.
Okay.
It will be expensive.
How expensive? Not a finger's worth?
Oh, it'll be much more than a finger.
Oh! So we're talking body parts?
Not
I have to-
necessarily. No.
Okay.
No, it could be a number of things. What do you love?
Oh, I love. I mean, honestly, lately I've been loving my friends. This has been like a nightmare to go through.
Mhm.
But it's nice to have people who like get it, and then like also I feel like they get me. I feel like really like seen with them. I feel like in the past I've had to like just get by, but lately I've just been feeling more and more me. And with all of my friends, I get to do that and not be uh like I don't have to hold myself back.
That.
I have to hold myself back now.
Oh
Is that
no, the
what
the feeling of being seen.
Oh, that's what you want.
Perhaps.
Hmm. I've got some really good secrets.
But is it worth what you're asking? I don't know.
That's true.
Because it is quite a big ask. The only way to cure this, at least the way they did it during the war, was they needed to get some of the body of the one of the prime infections, and then they had to get an entire army's worth of clerics to bless it to create the cure. So it is quite the ask, especially since that material doesn't really exist anymore.
That is kind of a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Damn. Can you like see the future?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I got some future questions too.
Okay, there will be a cost.
Yeah, can you like kind of read my mind?
What do you mean?
Okay, can anyone in the casino hear me right now?
No, it's just us. We are in a liminal space.
Oh, okay.
Do you wish this is Alec asking, do you wish to have the other players take their headphones off? Is that what you're asking?
If that's an option,
All the
I'd
other
really
players
like that.
all the other players besides Haley, please take off your headphones.
I have so much power right now. It's crazy.
The betrayal.
We are in a liminal space. It is just you and I. No one can hear us.
Yeah. If I were to like go down this path that I've been given, the bad one, not the good one.
You mean the infection path?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna like hurt my friends?
In exchange for the answer to this question, I will require one secret of one secret of great value to you. But I will make it a lower price, as it is the future is constantly changing.
This is true. To be honest with you, I'm technically able to get the answer to this question a lot easier.
You are?
Yeah. Kind of not worth it. I guess my other question would be, what would it cost to get the curse off Valerian? Yeah. Thought it was going to be
now
more.
We're talking souls.
Oh, okay.
But that is a being who is covered in wards to prevent intervention.
Yeah.
I will give you something for free, Peter.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to know my options before I made any big decisions,
I will give you something for free.
Okay.
I will not give you any details, but what I will give you is this. Power is not inherently bad. The one who wields the power decides whether it's used for good or evil.
Yeah.
So what you have been given may seem like a curse, may seem difficult, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you can repeat, or you have to repeat, the mistakes of the person who wielded it before you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just don't want to be destroyed in that process.
That's up to you. You have strength of will.
All right. Then I don't know if we can make a deal right now. Maybe I'll come back.
That's quite all right, Peter.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I will see you later then.
Okay. You will see me later?
Mhm.
Like, you know that? You know you'll see me later?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll see. It's been nice talking to you.
It's been nice talking to you as well.
All right.
And he just kind of gestures and the door opens.
Okay.
And those standing at the bottom of the stairs would see Peter kind of waddling down the stairs.
Guys, it went great. Don't worry about it.
No, why would you stop? Why is that the first words you say?
It went so good. He's on the beach.
Can I? Is this like loose lips, courage, tipsy Peter talking, or is this like?
This is still like it has not been an hour, so Peter is still being honest. At least in my opinion, Haley. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, it went great for me. So it's the Genies. They're the guys in the room, the high rollers.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. You can like chat with them and like maybe the deals can change and stuff too. So it went really well.
Can we ask what you gambled for?
Oh, I had some questions I wanted to ask. Oh, I haven't made like a deal yet. We just like chatted.
Oh.
And I headed out because I was like, I gotta think about this. So I left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
You're allowed to do.
Good
okay,
choice.
Cool.
Yeah,
good.
they let me head out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it went really well because he let me like leave without cutting off my fingers. So
was that the thing you were offering up?
I offered. Well, I asked about the fingers, and he was like, "No, not the fingers. Like it's more like how people think of you." And I was like, "Oh, that's so much." So that was like I don't want you guys to think I'm a bad person.
That would
make me sad because
bad person was that.
No.
Was that the price?
No, it was like it's so embarrassing. I was talking about.
Oh no!
I was just talking about how you guys make me feel really seen, and I don't feel like I have to like be nervous or anything like around you guys because like riding in the car was really fun, and like I felt like I could just hang out and like be myself. And he wanted to like. He was like, I'm gonna take that. And I was like, I don't want you to take that. So I'm just thinking about it more.
Think about it as much as you need to.
He would take the feeling of me feeling good. And that sucks.
Oh, yeah,
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, Pete, yeah, definitely.
What was it for?
Well, you know how like Haley does not want to fuck.
You hear the bellhop at the door goes, next.
One out coming up.
Hold that thought. And Val's gonna start heading up the stairs.
Okay. So you head in, and you are met with the same like beautiful veranda, beautiful beach, man with this paper white skin, gold hair, gray suit, sitting having a glass of wine, and he goes, "Well, hello, Val. How are you today?"
Oh, apparently.
Well, I just know your name, but it doesn't mean I can't make idle conversation.
Oh, fair.
Typically makes mortals feel more comfortable.
True.
And
True.
What can I do for you, Val?
Who is Raizana?
Who is the Raizanas?
Raizana.
You come in here and you want to come to the high. Oh, I'm going to give you this one to you for free. That is the last name of Valerian. and the narrator. Well, not he doesn't say the narrator. He doesn't know about the narrator. Never mind. Erase that. Erase that. That is the Valerian and Monroe. That's their family name.
Multiversal Razana connection confirmed.
Sorry?
Are they gods?
The Rezanas. They're about as close as a mortal could get.
What am I then?
Well, now let's talk price. And he kind of sits back and he looks at you. And he goes, in exchange for this information, what are you willing to give? The price is high.
Don't know. I don't know what it is that I'm asking. I don't know how valuable it is.
It doesn't matter how valuable it is. It matters how valuable it is to you.
We can make it poetic. I want to know what I am here, what I am now. What about something that I was?
Is it valuable to you?
What's more valuable? Hopes? Or what's already passed?
You see, my metric for value is you. So the more it means to you, the more it means to me.
I have a bit of a skewed perspective when it comes to myself, so...
Yes.
I don't know. Do you want the first people who felt that I belonged? Do you want the first hope and crush that I had? Do you want...
Tell me about the first time you and Jean hung out. That's what I want.
You can't have him. Albert, Frankie, Garrett, do you want any of them?
What, Frankie?
I'll give you Frankie.
And he extends a hand. You do not have to take the deal.
I'm sick of other people knowing more about me than I do.
That is fair. And you shake the hand?
Yeah.
So as your hand connects with his in the handshake, every ounce of Frankie from your mind, gone. Taken. And it's as if you never knew them. as he pulls his hand back, and you almost feel like you didn't even give anything. Because you don't know that there's something missing. And he goes, well, Miss Val, you wish to know what you are. You wish to know what your connection to the Rezana family is. Is that correct?
Yes.
Would you like to make any clarifications towards that ask before I answer?
No.
No. Well, do you understand what the multiverse is?
In a Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of way, sure.
Don't know what that is, but all right. The multiverse means that there are infinite iterations of everything and everyone. Right? And just like there is a Valerian on this world, and he has sired a child named Dia, on your world, your family, your father is the multiversal equivalent of the Rezana family. But you are your world's variant of his daughter. You come from a very strong, organized family. Yes. Powerful.
Yeah.
Yes. But now, here's the catch. Here's the kicker. What the special thing about you, beyond just being a different iteration of a different person, is that, well, Valerian, many, many, many years ago, you see, he and an enemy of his got involved in a bit of a tumble, bit of a tangle in the weave. You know what the weave is, yes?
I do.
The center of all magic, fabric of reality, those types of things. Well, due to that tumble, he himself, the Rezana essence, was also intertwined with the weave. And so you were imbued with a bit of his strength, rather than just being an iteration of one.
Wait, so I was imbued with Valerian strength.
Yes. Yes. You seem confused by this.
So, for like argument's sake, if I am a different version of Dia, would that say that like Dr. Nikolai is like my brother?
In a 600,000th removed type sense, yes. As it is, the multiversal equivalent. Do you wish to know more?
Of course. Does my father have this power?
No. Your father is not magical in any way, shape, or form, as magic is quite rare, I believe, where you're from.
Yes.
Yes. But your father bears similar personality traits, similar ideologies, those types of things. But you are the only family member that wields, or would have eventually wielded, any sort of non-mortal type strengths.
So I'm not connected to a god like the others.
Oh, you are. But
that as well.
You have a little something else sprinkled in.
Something else that's me?
Like I told your friend, power is not inherently bad. It's dependent on what the person who's wielding it does with it.
No, I'm just wondering what's what was always mine and what was given.
I think that fiery
As a
intensity inside of you has always been there. And have you ever noticed that you're a bit hardier than your friends, co-workers, family members? A bit stronger. It's a bit of that.
All right. Well, pleasure doing business with you.
Of course, you as well. Enjoy the rest of your stay. And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask.
She just turns around and walks out.
And you all would see not Rhea, Val now walking down the stairs.
So how'd it go?
It went as it does.
Did you get what you wanted?
Yes and no.
That old thing. You get the thing you want, but then it's also kind of like, oh no, now I know. And it sucks, probably, right? Like the answer isn't what you wanted to hear or something, right?
Did the answer satisfy, or does it leave you more curious?
That's Gene. As always, great question.
You can get the answers to a question, but you don't know what it means.
Good old-fashioned puzzle. Huh?
Yeah.
We're here to help you solve it.
You
Thanks.
see the bellhop once again goes, would the last two of you like to go?
If you guys don't want to go, I got more questions.
I think we should I need to think about what I want to ask. So I think I'm probably not going to go tonight. I'm sure we'll stay the night here probably. So I think I'll go tomorrow.
Good point.
Take time from both of you to see what answers you want, questions you want to ask, price you're willing to pay.
Are you going to go?
I mean, I'm curious if I'm allowed to back out of the deal, then all the more for it. I'll just see what they're talking about, and if I don't like it, I'll build it my damn self.
So the bellhop opens the door for you to enter. Do you go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, same view. Beautiful beach, beautiful veranda. You see the man, paper white skin, gold hair, gray suit, sitting there with a glass of red wine. He goes, Gene, welcome in. How are you?
I mean, how good can you feel when you're about to maybe give up something that you've held on for so long in your life for answers to a question that you may not even like?
Well, life is like that, and you decided to come to a casino run by genies to bet your memories and things to gain things. So it's it's a bit of a
Been
trade.
through a lot, so this is par for the course at this point.
Right. What can I do for you, Gene?
Hey, tell me, in this world's history, in the world's past, did people take ships to cross from realm to realm, dimension to dimension?
Dimensions, no. Planets, yes. But that planets all, and this is, I will give you for free, planets within our own, universe, our own, plane of existence. People have taken ships. Well, that's not necessarily true. The Illithids, they would travel from planes to plane with their ships.
Illithid.
Yes, terribly horrible tentacle faced folks. I mean, they've cooled off in recent years, so
That's good. I'd
yes.
love to hear a race having to cool off.
Oh, well, they were conquerors, you know. Yes.
That's certainly something to cool
Yes.
off from, I guess.
Yes, then the Rezana family kind of put them in their place. Yes.
Well, I'm. Wait, Zana put them in their place?
Oh, yes.
That's a nugget. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm currently theorizing, hypothesizing
Mm-hmm.
about a method of multiversal travel.
Fascinating.
And this world, this universe used to be connected to several others.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And the reason I ask if ships were able to cross by was because I'm looking for schematics on how to build such a ship so that me and my friends may go home if we want to.
All right. In exchange for this answer, what are you willing to give?
I want to go home for a long time.
You want to give up your want to leave this place?
No. Give up my want to stay where I
Yes.
belong.
This is Alec clarifying. You want to give.
I'm saying basically, hey, I want to build a way to go home, but I don't want to go home.
Right. I think that's a fair deal. I will say, before I do, I can give you the information, but it might not necessarily be the answer you want, but it will get you closer to what you're looking for.
What does that mean?
You'll have to find out. As he extends a hand.
Kind of gotten this far without help, but it's good to know that help is available. The fact that it exists is all the help I need. So I'm gonna.
Are you sure? There is a crucial piece of information you are missing.
Now that's tantalizing words from a genie.
As it is not something you will find in your science or your research. As unless you were there, or you're one of us, you didn't know what happened.
So it's a piece of history.
Correct. Recent history, really.
You talking Drowned King history?
I'm talking you history.
Me history.
Yes, you four.
Something we're not aware of.
Correct. The way that Valerian was able to get the four of you here through the closed doors.
Definitely curious about that. It's one of my biggest ones. There's a long pause as the genie can see every gear in Jean's mind turning. Oh, or to stay home. I'll be able to go home, but I won't want to stay.
Well, you said for a while, so it won't be your permanent want to leave.
But I am human, and a while doesn't have a number.
Well, then give it a number. You gonna roll?
I'm gonna roll 2d20 for those.
Oh, spicy.
$20.
20 years. That is acceptable. You shake his hand. And immediately your vision is almost like thrown like forward, and you see like Valerian's lab, and you see he's sitting down there, and he's got both his hands on his desk, and he's just frustrated, like staring. You see he's staring at the notes that you all recognize as the notes you took from his lab. As he has been able to basically identify you all, but he has not been able to craft the method. And then you see like some of the instruments begin to kind of go off in the corner, and you see him kind of whip around, and you hear Nico go, "Father, the door is opened. The door is open." And you see he quickly begin to move and cast the spell and begin to move through these things. And then that moment pauses. And he goes, "Now," this is the genie's kind of standing next to you in this space. He goes, "Now, the person that made that happen, that is who you need." As he then kind of swipes his hand, and this whole memory kind of swipes away into this pitch dark space. And you see there is this tall, incredibly tall, lanky figure in this kind of white clothing. They have a total of 6 eyes. These 6 eyes, all of gold, with this kind of like crown of horns around them. And you see standing next to him is this small girl, with these like long ponytails. She's probably in her mid to upper teens now, but she's got this long hair. It's kind of half of this deep violet mixed with this black color, standing next to him. And this figure turns to her and goes, "Are you ready to go home?" And she goes, "Mm-hmm." And you see he gestures, and you see him begin to kind of scream and strain as you see him tear open this gateway, as the girl like squeezes his hand and walks through. And you see that tear slams shut. And you see this white figure fall to his knees and just kind of grab his head, breathing heavily. And the genie goes, "You need Fringe to get you through." And he is, well, presently trapped in the in-between.
Huh. Oh, I've been there. Okay. So, need to navigate the in-between. So just for Christian's clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, we were the price for this girl to get home.
No. At that same moment,
Right.
essentially, this entity opened a doorway,
Right.
a temporary doorway, which opened the path for a short period of time that Valerian then acted on to pull you through.
Gotcha. Okay.
In the metaphysical, ephemeral sense.
Yeah, so it was happenstance. It was
yes.
Okay.
Up until that point, Valerian was unable to find a way to bring you all.
Yeah, but
until
whatever Fringe did,
Mhm.
activated something for Valerian.
Correct.
To bring us here.
Correct.
Okay, and Fringe is in the in-between.
Correct.
A place we can't travel greatly through or know how to.
You haven't really explored, so you don't know.
I mean, last time I was there was a void of darkness. I didn't want to be there for long. So can you blame me? And then the second time someone went down there, we saw the bad guy. That was the bad guy. Okay. So
Fringe is was the god of liminal space. He was the one who opened the doors.
Got a liminal space to open the liminal space back for us to get through. Cool.
Correct. It's the in-between is the connecting piece between here and all other places.
Okay. There goes my we need a home theory.
Oh, you will still need something to get through to the other side. That is correct. You are correct on that front.
Sick. That's good.
As that was probably a very brutal travel for that small girl.
He's okay.
I'm sure she'll be fine. Her and her friends are quite adept.
Oh, she's got friends. Nice. Love that for her.
Mm-hmm. They were the ones who actually fought your current adversary before you did.
Oh. Really? Okay.
Yes.
I'm guessing that I guess that fight went well for them. Forever.
I mean, they put him where he is now.
So he's trapped down there. Wherever he is.
That's going to have a price.
Oh, of course it is. Hey, knowing the price exists means I'm on the right track.
Correct.
Cool. Well, I've already given up 20 years of me wanting to go home, so.
Yes.
Cool. So wait, what will happen if I try to go home?
Oh, you don't have a want. And as he says that, you're like, you're right, this place is kind of great. I don't really have anything to get rushed back to. You know, it's just kind of, again, just like at the dice table, it's like that feeling of like getting home. It's just kind of like, it's something you need to do, not something you want to do. It's like dulled.
I think almost at that, it's almost that Deus Mechanus feeling of loss of humanity, a little bit more automaton.
Yeah.
It's like, objectively, the objective's not there anymore. And it's been replaced with something else. And a light's not lost, but understanding is unlocked.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. So I'll still build a ship. That's awesome. Love that for me. Need to find a way to travel through the liminal space, the in-between. That's going to be less cool, because I'm sure that's going to be just peachy to go through. Any other free tidbits of information you'd like to give me, or is that the edges of what I can muster?
Free tidbits. Well, I think you have all learned, at least a few of you, in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, however long you've been here.
2 weeks.
Yes. And what I'll say is rest. Enjoy yourself. Acclimate a bit. Do not push yourselves too quickly.
I'm gonna get mixed messages between you and the god I'm attached to.
Well, I'm a bit more reasonable.
Well, I won't give you this for free, but I'll allow you to just, I guess, if you want to see the memory of me watching Aladdin for the first time, and then you want to watch that for a while. It's good. It's great. It's got great genie representation.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I won't like oh, you can't have we can watch it together, but like other than that, like just as like a courtesy, like a hey, this is from my world. This is what we think of Genies. Cool.
All right. And as the two of you sit there and share the memory of the genie, the camera pulls back and we see the rest of the group kind of milling about the casino, and it pulls back in away from the casino and pulls into that darker space, that in-between space, down that stone stairwell to that stone throne covered in chains. As we see the patron sitting there, kind of like holding, it's just kind of sitting in the chair, and one of the chains snaps and falls. And he just turns to look at it, just nods and a soft smile. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Do that.
Oh no.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What are we
Thank
doing?
you all so much for joining us for episode 9 of Echoes of Legacy. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Alec the Bard, your game master. I'm going to throw it to my lovely friends here to say goodbye. Val, Steph, why don't you say goodbye first?
Oh, that's me. I'm Steph. I am Equinox Dice pretty much anywhere doing dice and TTRPG stuff. Yeah. Ha.
Pass it to somebody.
Yeah. Christian, go for it.
Yeah, sure. Hey, hi, hey, everybody. Hey. My name's Christian, aka A Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch. I am a TTRPG performer and educator all over the internet. So if you want to learn how to play a TTRPG, I'm your guy. This has been a blast. I hate the bad stuff that happens in the world. You know, shit sucks. I don't want him to get free for any chains. I want them chains to get harder and stronger against the Oblivion. Haley, go.
Hi, I'm Haley Rosie on pretty much everything. I gotta make some deals. I'm ready. I'm gonna give up a lot of shit next time.
What did you ask for?
Anyway, Betty's turn.
Hello, I am Betty. I play Who.Tira. I don't play Who.Tira Lovely. I am Who.Tira Lovely. I think I said that last time too. Goodness. Anyway, thanks. This is gonna be exciting. I don't know. Who knows what Ray is gonna ask for? I don't even know what Ray's gonna ask for. So we'll see.
All right, did we get everybody? We got everybody?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. Goodbye. Bye.